Hi students, welcome to this video session. I am really happy to present this video session for you 12th standard students. In the previous class we have seen the different stages of man, the introduction and about the author and his great work and what are the works he has done and everything in the division we have seen it. Plus we had a discussion on different topics, that stages of man. Till fourth stage we have seen. Till fourth stage we have seen the last video session. Today we shall start another stage. That is the fifth stage. The fifth stage of man is judge. The fifth stage of man is a judge, where he is attaining this age around the middle age. Middle age he becomes a judge. See, the characteristics that we learn in this particular stage is a judge. Normally, his characteristics we can attribute as he is a wise man. He is a wise man. He has learned. He has learned. He is an intellectual person. He is wise as well as he is a responsible person. He shows his responsibility in the world, being a judge, being a role model to other people. So, he is wise, he is responsible and practical. He is very practical in giving judgment, in giving a kind of feedback to the people. Being a role model in front of people, he can inspire millions of people through his verdict, through his judgments, through his lifestyle. He can be a practical man. Next, he is controlled and serious. He controls himself. He doesn't get angry. He doesn't show his anger towards anybody. As well as he is very serious in his work. He is very serious in his work. So, the characteristics that we learn from the fifth stage is, the judge is practically, he is very wise. Intellectually, he is a wise man. He shows his responsibility in his works. Whatever that he does. Next, he is a practical man. He goes with the practical. Namely, he is one with the people. One with the people. Next, he is controlled. He controls himself. Last but not least, he is very serious about what he teaches. He is very serious about the verdict, the judgment he gives. In this stage, a man has got spectacles on his eyes. Spectacles. He shows he has become little more aged as well as a lean body. Okay, his voice, everything transformed. His voice, everything just getting transformed. And he has become a learned man. He has become a learned man. He has become a role model, an inspiring man for many people. So, in this stage, we will see the characteristics as wise, responsible, practical, controlled and serious man. Yes, we have to cross this stage to be a better human being in the world. Now, let us move on to the sixth stage of a human being according to William Shakespeare. Here, in the sixth stage, a man becomes old. A man becomes old. Now, a difference that he is going to show in this particular stage is a man who has got a round belly around his stomach, a round belly. That what he shows means he has eaten so much of things. Here in this particular point, William Shakespeare takes the reference and he shows that the man has eaten a lot of chicken. As a result of that, he has got a round belly and a nose, everything has changed. Totally his physical appearance has changed in this stage. Instead of that, he takes rest. He takes rest alone. He wears spectacles where he is losing his eyesight. Gradually his eyesight is everything coming down. Next, his manly voice, a powerful, clear voice becomes slowly a tribal. A word tribal means it shows a high-pitched sound. Namely, it shows the sound of a child. So, here, man loses everything. Slowly, all the sense organ started to decrease. The work of the sense organ started to decrease. So, the round belly that he has got. Why he got round belly means because of eating excess chicken. And he loses his voice. His voice also slowly going down. Why means being old. The tribal age that he had, the clear, dominating clear, dominating voice that he had, manly voice. Everything is coming down slowly. And the slippers, he started to wear slippers. And the pants that he once wore has become shrunk. As the size of the man, the thigh, everything has reduced. The flesh of man, everything is gone. So, the body becomes very thin. The body becomes very thin and lean in this stage. See this man and the difference of this man also. How the man is taking rest. He is wearing his slipper and he is wearing another pantaloon that shows a old-fashioned pant, which is so tight. Now his leg everything has become thin and lean. The fleshy part, everything disappeared. Everything disappeared, and he cannot recognize the people also. Sometimes he cannot recognize the people. My dear students, in our home, you must have seen the people like this, whose body has become lean and thin. Once, when he was in youth, when he was around 60 years old, he was so powerful in physique. But once he crossed this, when he comes to this stage, or after crossing 70, 75, totally the man, physical appearance, everything gets changed. The man becomes lean and thin. And slowly his eyesight, the power, everything has reduced. As a result of that, he wears spectacles. So this stage is something very important in life. We have to cross it slowly. And coming to the last stage of a human being. So this is the last stage of man, where William Shakespeare calls as a second childhood. Second childhood. The cycle of birth, the cycle of the entrance of man ends in the last stage. This is the exit, the death. The death comes to all the human beings in this stage. Yes, my dear students, what is the importance of this stage, particular stage? Forgetfulness, oblivion. Forgetfulness is an important thing that we learn from the last stage. A man loses everything in this life. In the last stage, he loses his teeth. Next, taste. Next, sound. At last, he loses everything in life. A sense of forgetfulness is going on in his life. You must have seen, in my dear students, in your life. In your home, for example, take your grandfather, grandmother who has crossed the age of 80, 85, or in the at the age of 19. He or she may ask you, who are you? Because he lost everything. He lost his teeth, he lost his taste, lost his sound. Whenever he talks from the mouth, there comes a whistle sound. Usually, when there are no teeth, this sound comes a whistling sound. He lost a sense of taste. He lost everything. They used to quarrel with family members. There is no taste at all in the food. See, people, they used to quarrel with the family members in this particular, when they are very old, they lose the sound, they cannot hear also. At last, William Shakespeare, he loses everything in life. See how he has become. Some of the images that I have given, he loses everything in life. Sans, the word sans means without. It refers to without. Yes, my dear students, last stage is something, a practical stage of life. In the first stage, infant, usually father, mother, grandmother, grandfather takes the child in the hand. The child is dependent upon the parents to move around, to go around. Namely, why William Shakespeare called this as a last stage or as a second childhood means, here the old man is depending upon somebody. old man to move somewhere, he needs the support of somebody. He needs the help of somebody. Here, it can be his grandson, his grandson and granddaughter. Somebody would help her to take away. See, that's why William Shakespeare clearly says this is a second childishness. All the character of child will become here. Okay, well, all the character of childhood comes here. Very clearly, Shakespeare has portrayed skillfully. Shakespeare has brought out this stage, the last stage of man, where man loses everything, namely oblivion, forgetfulness. He forgets everything. In our lifetime also. Practically we can talk. In our family, there are old people. There are some people who are bedridden. They cannot see sometimes. They cannot hear what you talk. They are unable to eat. If they eat also, they will say, they will scold us. What kind of food you are giving? Because no taste, the sense of taste, everything is gone. There are people, practically you talk. They lose everything. They lose everything. The body has become very lean and thin. The body of a human being has become very lean and thin. The pant once he used to wear during his youth has become very thin. He cannot wear it. So, this is the last stage of man, where man is going to exit from the world. That is the entrance we have seen, entrance and exit. That's why William Shakespeare clearly said, the world is a stage and there is a exit and there is a entrance. Okay, well, there is a exit and there is a entrance. And this is a stage where we talk about death. Everything we have to face. Everything we have to face. So, my dear students, in all this stage, William Shakespeare skillfully, practically has brought out man's life. The cycle of life. The cycle of life starts with birth and ends with death. In between, how we are going to live. What kind of life that we are going to lead. Whether the life is going to be fruitful. Whether the life is going to be meaningful. Everything depends upon you. So, what we can learn from this beautiful monologue, don't call it as a poem, this is a monologue. It's the tone of this beautiful monologue is sorrowful. Okay, well, the tone. Now, listen here. What we learn from this particular monologue, what William Shakespeare is trying to show to the readers, the world is only temporary. Our life in this world is only for short time, only for a period of time, span of time we have to live in the world. It's not permanent. I cannot live permanently. One day I have to go. One day I have to go away from the world. There is a exit which is waiting for me one day. But in between the period, how I am going to live? What kind of life that I am going to lead? How my life can become a role model for others? How I can become an inspiration for others? And there are people who showed us the way, whose teaching, morals, still it is valued even today. Those people are the role model for us. So, let us remove from us, let us remove some of the negative feelings, negative opinions. What are the negative feelings, negative opinions? Namely, don't show your hatred, don't show your jealousy. Hatred, jealousy, and being envious. Those negative feelings, negative opinions should be removed from your life. And start to have a positive opinion, for positive fragrance. Spread everywhere positive fragrance. What are positive fragrance that you can spread? Because our life is, after all, is only short-lived. We have to live for only a period of time. So, in that period of time, how your life is going to be meaningful. So, spread the positive fragrance of love, the positive fragrance of happiness, joy, affection, care, helping tendency. This is what the whole world is waiting. This is what every human being supposed to spread in the world. So avoid using negative feelings, negative opinion on the people. Rather, develop a positive fragrance of love, affection, care on the people. Your life will become meaningful and you will become an inspiration to millions of people. So my dear students, coming to the end of this beautiful lesson, this is a monologue that I liked very much. It has touched my life. One way or other, really, it will touch your life also. Do not forget this monologue. It is a part and parcel of our life. It is something very important. Let us make use of it. Let us cross each stage slowly. Make use of each stage. Use the characteristics that is shown in the stage to become a meaningful person in the world. So, let us be optimistic in the world. Let us be optimistic in the world. Let our life be a role model and inspiration to millions of people, that those who are going to come. So, my dear students, The 7 Stages of Man by William Shakespeare has skillfully brought out the man's life with entrance and exit, the 7 stages. Live the life that is given to you. The nature is calling you to live the life that is given to you. Do not blame anybody. Rather, have a positive attitude towards life. Your life will become successful and you will become a very great person in the society. Thank you.